Hello, Oyu here. I'm going to be showcasing some gameplay of When the Road Darkens. I'll be joined by a guest. Let me quickly disable this local visual thing. Don't need that. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure my base stats are set to default for that new player experience. You can use the mouse here or the keybinds. There we go. So if I press tab now, everything's set to default and things got applied correctly. Another thing I'm going to do is change one of my abilities. So if I go over here to the ability lab, select this preset, and if I press tab and drag it over to this discard zone, it will show up in the world. And now I select my old preset again and swap these two around. While the tether is pretty cool, it allows for some more advanced use cases. And I think it will be smoother if I take this shield for now instead, which removes projectiles, gives me a little bit of a damage buff. Another thing I'll do is let Mr. Sash sit this one out for now. Maybe change the color here a bit as well. Why not? There we go. Okay. So we'll be going with the default difficulty, which is intermediate, but that can still be pretty challenging. It might need some nerves, to be honest. But this is where you can change things. And it tells you the gist of what things do. I just got slapped. And I think we're ready. So we can say goodbye to the hall here. And start Act 1. So as soon as everyone steps out of these platforms, we'll go into battle. And the first boss will spawn, so let's see what we get here. These little eye things on those lines indicate that they're sort of we're sort of connected to the boss, so when the boss moves, so do the lines. Scaffold again, I'm going to use my defensive here because it gives me invulnerability for a little, and that ensures I do not take damage there. My left mouse button is a short range zap. Right mouse button is a dash. That actually does quite a bit of damage, but it's good to keep it off cooldown due to its utility, especially later on lets you dodge a bunch of attacks. And my Q is just follows targets it hits and does a bunch of damage. It's my major. He's almost dead here. There we go. Oh, and gear reward instantly got destroyed along with it. So we get a big reward here. Echo is always pretty good. That one's also pretty good too. The one Frog picked. Resets defensive. I think I'll go with Echo. And boss also dropped 2 abilities, but we're not going to worry about those right now. Pardon my throat. Moving on to stage 2. Let's see what we get. Did you fall off the map? I think Frog just fell off the map as soon as combat started. Okay, so I'm going to revive Frog here, spend 1 health to do that, and I'm going to use my defensive because there's going to be a bunch of projectiles that get removed that way. Tried to dodge these without... I didn't want to use my dash there, but ended up having to use it anyway. So early on the bosses are pretty simple in terms of mechanics and visuals, but as you might expect, things get increasingly more complex. Choose my defensive here again. Just keep DPSing. So because Frog died, he actually respawned with not a lot of health. But he'll be able to heal up because there will be a merchant. If we kill this boss, this stage, I believe. Use my defensive here again. Get to you in a second. Maybe after these projectiles. Okay. Use your invulnerability. I think you get around 8 seconds of invulnerability once you get revived. So when the bosses reach a certain threshold of health, they get this sort of enrage buff. They attack faster and things like that. And that's always visually shown to the players. So in the case of this boss, he gained a bunch of spikes, if you can see that. Oh, got hit there. And got hit before I used my defensive, which is unfortunate. So in this difficulty we do get some health back after we kill a boss. So let's see what gear reward we get first. More damage always good, number 3. I could pick this, which you already have, I think. But I think I'll go... Oh, I could heal... Both of these are pretty good supports, 5 and 6, so Frog pick 3. I think I'll take this one. Try to keep Frog alive a bit longer. So, on the Merchant we have a bunch of temporary gear. These are always pretty good, but of course temporary. And we have some catalysts, which enhance your abilities, always in beneficial ways. So if I mouse over these abilities now, which you can also do at the hall, you can see beforehand, it shows you what each catalyst will do to each ability. The blue ones are typically for support, so I think I'll take that, which will also increase the range of my Q, so I'll just slot that in. That's it for me. I assume Frog already used their currency. Leveling up also increases the damage of your abilities and their speed. Oh, thanks for pushing me out there. Appreciate it. So we're on stage 3. So we have to jump here and dodge these things. And dodge the boss projectile while dealing damage. So we're going to have to jump again here. So listen to the audio cue and the visuals. Or you can just use your defensive if it's up. Tether is pretty good on this one too. But I don't have that. So I use my defensive to go through that due to the invulnerability that I think I mentioned before. I have to jump here again. Try to revive Frog, the Frogster. There we go. Jump over that. Boss is almost dead. Just a final push. Use my... I was trying to use my dash for damage, but I think I missed. Did the boss die there? Okay, it's dead now. So when the boss dies, your allies get revived. Quick tab history. It used to be that when you died and you picked up your abilities, they... Oh, whoops. Just got open. That's okay. Let's see what we get. So I could heal us a little. Actually, you might want to take that. Just to heal. Excuse me. And I'll take exposed and try to be close to the next boss. So I was just going to show that it used to be that when you equipped your abilities, so I'll press F to equip this one, they would go in the first open slot, and that made it... The idea was that there was a skill element to it, having to pick up things in order, but it turned out to just be annoying. So now they automatically go onto the default slots, so you can just spam equip once you get back on your feet. So we're going on to stage 4, which is the last boss of this act. And he's quite difficult. He might need a nerf. But we'll see how we do here. Oh, I didn't need to use defensive there. Spawned some ads, but that one got immediately killed. Oh no, got hit twice. So try to kill this ad here. The boss is focused on Frog. It's going to be another ad, I can see. Looks like Frog's tanking. The boss is only interested in him going to dance with these projectiles. Oh no. I am also 1 health. Keep moving. I thought those were aimed at me. They were not. Come on. Okay, boss is on me now. That was a good timing. On the defensive. He's 1 HP. There, we got him. Okay, that was close. So we got a merchant at 58. So I do want to increase the range of my left mouse buttons, so I think I'll just put a red one there. It's out of stock now because Frog also bought one. But I did get mine, so we're good. That's the end of Act 1. So if we step onto here, we can just do a little bit of teaser of Act 2, and I think we'll call it there. Thank you and have a good one.